Okay, so it is currently 8 o'clock right now. We are heading over to the McDonald's, and yeah, we're just getting this money, bro. So, bag is secured. We got the drinks right here. We just ended up throwing the bag into our backpack. Now we gotta run on home, because as many of you all know, McDonald's does not keep. Okay, welcome back, everybody. No, we gotta keep that there. Okay, so today we are going to be reviewing the McDonald's dollar menu. Tom reviews the McDonald's dollar menu. So let's say that you're on a road trip with a few of your bros, okay? But it's not a very well planned out road trip. You kind of threw everything together really fast, and as it turns out, you don't really have any cash on you at all. Your money is kind of consisting of quarters and nickels at this point. One of those quarters is from the state of Georgia too, and you've never seen one before, so you're not really going to spend that one either. That one's going into the collection. Let's say that you're 6 hours into this road trip, and you start to get really hungry, but you're in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna keep driving, right? And all of a sudden, you see it, the Golden Arches, a McDonald's in the middle of nowhere, an oasis, if you will. Now, you only have quarters and nickels, and one of those quarters you're not even going to be spending in the first place, so you're pretty much limited to the dollar menu. So you walk in, and you start staring at that fluorescent screen, and you start asking yourself, which one, what single dollar menu item should I choose? So, luckily, here I am today. I'm here to answer that question for you. So yeah, let's get right into it. We've ordered everything that we could off of the dollar menu. So the first thing that we're going to get out of the way is just the drinks, right? So obviously we know we can get a large drink, any size, for $1 from McDonald's. So the drink that I've chosen to get is the Dr. Pepper from McDonald's. In my opinion, Dr. Pepper from McDonald's is probably the greatest of all time. So, ranking-wise, you're gonna get great taste for $1 from this drink right here. Actual fullness-wise, is you're really not gonna be filling up that hole that you're gonna be having in your stomach. I think I would rate this about a 5 out of 10 off of dollar menu capability, just because it tastes great, but it's not really a great meal replacement. So the second item that we have off of here is just a small McDonald's coffee. I've actually never had McDonald's coffee before, so we'll see how this goes. It tastes fine. This is also going to be a 5 out of 10 as well, right? I mean, obviously it's going to give you energy to keep going. Maybe one of your buds is falling asleep, you know, so you gotta continue on the rest of the leg. Yeah, this is also a 5 out of 10. Okay, so now we can actually start moving on to the real food. So the first thing that we have here is a sausage burrito. You gotta do the makeup artist thing where you put the... I don't even know how they do it. So I'm gonna assume, ooh. So right off the bat, appearance is not the greatest. So we have a little bit of meat peeking out, and some eggs as well, I think. And the meat's looking pretty great. Like, obviously if I'm like starving, you know, like I don't care at this point, you know. Yeah, let's do this. So, flavor-wise, it's fine. So we have egg, sausage. I think we have hints of cheese. I think this was made like next to cheese. It's pretty small. I think compared to some of the other dollar menu items that we're going to come across, this is probably going to be one of the smaller items off of this menu. So Taste, it's fine, like it's McDonald's, you know, it's not gourmet. Fillability wise, if that's a real word, it's not great. You're probably gonna be hungry about a half hour after eating this is what I would say. So I would put this at like a solid 6 out of 10 for the sausage burrito. Okay, so this next item, I don't know what this is gonna be. I think this is just the double cheeseburger. Yeah, there's 2 patties. Okay. So from an aesthetic standpoint, this is not up to par. This is kind of the brute art of food, if you will. You're getting a lot of warm shades of browns and reds and yellows. So yeah, bone up the teeth. It's gonna sound really stupid, but I think at the end of the day, the ketchup is what really makes the double cheeseburger here. The reason being is because the acidity of the vinegar inside of the ketchup cuts through the heaviness and the fat of both the cheese and the meat. So it kind of gives it more of a fresh taste. We got it. We have just hit one of the pickles. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I honestly don't think that it's enough pickles for a burger. Like two little discs of pickle is not going to be enough for me. However, this creates a surprise effect. So I'm about 30% through my burger right now, and I just hit a pickle, you know? And so what that means is there's a surprise crunch in there. This isn't just food now. This is now an experience where you're discovering something new. You get that, obviously, you get kind of like the salty acidity of the pickle and everything, but also just the texture variation as well. This is fine dining right here. I know that I didn't really, I was kind of bashing on the appearance of it, but the actual experience of eating a cheeseburger and getting that snap, getting that really good snap from the pickle, divine. You've got 2 patties, you've got the cheese and the bread, right? So this is a good amount of food that you're getting. I hate saying it, but like a cheeseburger from McDonald's just tastes dirty. Like if you were to give me a cheeseburger from McDonald's just normally and one that was also dunked in sewer water, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference, honestly. But keeping in mind both the volume of food that we are getting as well as just the pickle. Man, the pickle makes it all, honestly. That is why I think I'm going to put this at a light 7 out of 10. Now, I think out of all of the items on the dollar menu, I think this is the one that I am most excited for. This is... Gosh, I'm dropping lettuce everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the spicy McChicken sandwich from McDonald's. It is truly a gift. Presentation-wise, the buns are actually very intact compared to the burger. Color as well. The sharp contrast between the greens of the bed of lettuce and then the red that comes from the spices encasing the chicken itself. It's pleasing to the eye. So right off of the bat, this is probably the freshest tasting item so far, just because of the lettuce. And I think chicken just inherently tastes a little cleaner than beef. So you've got the mayonnaise that is canceling out the spice of the chicken, right? And then you also have the lettuce that kind of acts as that crunch. Now the last thing that you want to do with a spicy McChicken sandwich is actually inspect further into the chicken, because once you actually start taking a closer look at it, you'll actually start to notice that this is not one massive chicken. This is actually multiple chickens kind of slaughtered, shredded, and then put together in a cohesive patty that is then fried, that is then spiced and then fried. But that's fine, as long as no one really looks at their McDonald's food anyway. They kind of just choke it down and then you're good to go. So I think this is going to be an 8 out of 10 on on the scale. Now, this next item is just small fries from McDonald's. And so, McDonald's, they're known for their fries. Taste-wise, in my opinion, this is crack. Like, this is so good. But at the same time, what you kind of also have to acknowledge is that it's such a small portion. It's not really going to fill you up like some of these other hard hitters over here. The iconicism and the taste of these fries is undeniable. You know, if you order these, like no one's gonna judge you. They're gonna be like, oh, you got the fries. Very smart man, you know. But if you're starving, this is not the item to get. Basically, you're just gonna have a mass of potato, and that's it. You're not really getting any protein. You know, you're not really getting a very wide spread of macronutrients that you're getting from some of these other McDonald's products. In the grand scheme of things, in a road trip environment, it's not the greatest choice. So for that reason, I think I'm going to give these a 6 out of 10. Now this is a classic that every 6-year-old will love. These are the 6-piece chicken nuggets. The fun factor that comes from these is that they all have different shapes. I'm pretty sure there's 4 different shapes. We have the boot shape. We have the, what shape is the rectangle shape. We have the slightly rounder rectangle shape. And then we have the almost perfect circle rectangle, which would just make it a circle, not a rectangle. All right, so let's just dig right in. So, obviously it tastes like a chicken nugget. I don't have to tell you guys how this tastes. Everyone knows what a McDonald's chicken nugget tastes like, right? You have the crisp outside, and then you have the mishmash of chicken on the inside, and it just tastes like a chicken nugget. There's nothing else to describe it. It doesn't taste like anything, and nothing else tastes like it. It is unique in its own sense. It is its own food group, okay? What's really cool about the chicken nugget is the amount of variety that you can get. What I'm talking about here is the sauces. I think McDonald's offers about 5 or 6 different sauces that you can dunk these fools in. So like, I could keep on getting the spicy McChicken sandwich, you know? But that's gonna be the same every single time. With the chicken nuggets, however, I can get a different sauce with them every single time, and I have 6 variations of the same meal. I think in terms of how much it's going to fill you up, it's probably going to be somewhere in between the burrito and the spicy McChicken sandwich, if not the spicy McChicken sandwich. At the end of the day, you are not going to be hungry anymore after eating these, and you're going to enjoy it way more, you know. I think I'm also going to throw these at an 8 out of 10, just because of the potential of flavor and variety that you can get out of this, and just because there's nothing really bad about a chicken nugget. It's just a chicken nugget, man. Okay, so this last item that I was able to get off of the dollar menu is the, what is this called? What's it called again? The Egg McMuffin. I'm actually really not excited to bite into this just because it's been about 20 minutes since I've ordered this. And there's a slight warmth to the taste of the sausage and almost kind of like a tanginess or a sharpness to it as well, which I appreciate. Much like the cheeseburger, right? This tastes very heavy. However, that cheeseburger had that pickle, you know, and it had that ketchup as well. It had that acidic side to it that kind of helps balance everything out. This item does not have that kind of acidity that it needs. I don't know what we would do to put in any sort of acidity, but it just tastes heavy. But what you also have to keep in mind is that you are starving at this point. And at this point, I don't think you really care. I don't know. I think this is gonna have to. I think this item is going to have to stay with the cheeseburger. What did I put the cheeseburger at again? I think I put the cheeseburger at 7 out of 10, and I think I'm gonna put the sausage McMuffin at 7 out of 10 as well. Well, there you have it, folks. You just watched me intoxicate my own body for a minimal amount of YouTube views. I love my life. But at the end of the day, when you're faced with that dollar menu and you're starving, you're freezing cold, maybe you're homeless, you know, and a kind stranger has given you a dollar and some, and now you're finally able to get that. Gosh, I really shouldn't make jokes about homeless people. Sorry, homeless people. At the end of the day, when you're faced with that dollar menu, you now have a cohesive ranking in your mind of, okay, this is what I want to get. If that machine's broken, then this is what I want to get, you know? In conclusion, we live in a society where food is really not that big of an issue access-wise. There are people out there that have done such a good job at industrializing this market that we can get it at ridiculously low prices. And then we can get people like me who can come in and review it. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. My room is probably going to smell like a food court McDonald's for the next week, but that's okay. And we'll see you next time.